Ayarana! Today is November 5th, 2024, and it is my son Dillon, my oldest son. It is his 30th birthday. I cannot believe I have a child that is 30 years old. It's unbelievable to me. Anyway, Dillon, I'm just wishing you a happy birthday from the bottom of my heart. I love you. I wish things were different. This is not what I planned. I have not seen or heard from you in 13 years. So this is the only way I can contact you. And I don't even know if you'll see this video or not. I just hope one day that you do. And you will realize how much I loved you and how much I went out of my way to try to contact you, email you, phone you. I can't find you. I'm blocked. But I just wanted to say happy birthday to you. Again, I can't believe you're 30 years old. I don't even know if you remember me. I totally look different. I cut my hair. But I'm still the same person. I'm still your mother. I will always be your mother. Dillon, maybe you can remember all the memories that we shared. I used to play with you when you're from the minute you were born, from the instant you were born. Even before that, when I found out I was pregnant, I was completely in love with you, and I didn't even know what you looked like. I knew nothing about you. I couldn't wait to see you and hold you in my arms, and when I finally held you in my arms, I was like, I created this. I created this human. This is natural. This is something our Creator was able to create. I'm like, this was the most beautiful vessel in the world. So from that point on, I told myself I was always going to put healthy things into your body. So organic foods, I was just going to try to keep you healthy as much as I can, mind, body, and soul. I wanted to teach you just how to be yourself, just to find your niche, to find your gift, your God-given gift. And I actually thought it was architectural work or some kind of art, because you liked like mechanical drawings, and you were pretty good at it. But anyway, as a mother, I raised you from the minute you were born to your 17th birthday. And then, boom, I was kicked out and thrown out of your life for good. What I wanted to teach you and what I missed out on are all these events. But when I did have you in my life, I played with you as a toddler. We played Army, we played hide and seek, we played board games, we did activities together, we went skiing together, I taught you how to ride a bike, I took you fishing, I took you crabbing, I took you surfing, I did everything I possibly could to give you options out there to see if you liked it or if you didn't like it. But I was criticized for being adventurous. I was criticized for feeding you organic food. I was criticized because I wanted to homeschool you guys. I didn't believe in the system. And Dillon, I apologize. It took me 20 years. I can say this to you now. You're 30 years old. It took me 20 years to figure out my surroundings, to figure out who my friends were, and if these people that were around me were good for me or not good for me. And unfortunately, my own family and my friends, the people I trusted and chose to be in my life, and the person I chose to have children with were against me. They actually hated me for who I am. And like I said, it was, I mean, I didn't understand it. I knew I had a good heart. I was a good person. I'm not perfect by any means. Nobody's perfect. But I did the best I could, Dillon. I mean, I really feel that I was a really good mom. Like I said, I'm not perfect. Did I yell at you? Yes. Did I have rules? Yes. If you did something wrong, did I discipline you or did I hold you accountable? Yes. That's what I thought was the best thing to do so that you could learn and grow. So if you were lighting matches and trying to start a fire, I would, yell at you, as you guys would say. You said I was a militant. My personal friends said I wasn't strong enough. I wasn't tough enough on you guys. But the other parent twisted and turned everything around to make you believe false memories. Dillon, for your birthday, for your 30th birthday, I'm just going to role model so you don't waste 20 years like I did to figure out what was going on. Because in that house, the other parent created chaos. There's a whole bunch of chaos around me. I did things that most people can't do in a month. I did in 24 hours. And I'm not patting myself on the back. This is just the truth. I was able to get up at 4 a.m. I would go run 10 miles. I'd come back and cook breakfast for 4 kids. I'd get you to school. Then I'd go to work because I believed that we had no money and we were in debt. Because that's what I was told by the person that I love or loved. So I was under stress because I had to work. I had to listen to bosses. I had to, take care of 4 children. I also had a handicapped brother-in-law that lived with us for a little bit. And I also had the responsibility of bringing in the money because I believed the person that I loved was out working because he wanted to become an entrepreneur. So I was supporting him. You go out and do your thing. Try to become an entrepreneur. And I'll raise the kids and work. So I was with you guys you didn't even know I was working because I was always there for you after school. We always came home. I ate early at like 4 because you guys had all these activities. So then we went and had activities. And after your activities, we came home. We did homework and we went to bed and did it all over again the next day. But as a toddler, Dillon, I played Army with you. I played games with you. I got you in with nature. We took hikes. I let you play in the mud, in the rain. I wanted you to be creative, to have a creative mind. I did, like I said, arts and crafts with you. We used to build volcanoes. We used to figure out what you wanted to do. Trains, Play-Doh, you name it. Just everything. Coloring, puzzles, all of that. But all my memories seem to be erased. When I went back to Oma's house, I found out... No, I'm sorry. When I went back to my house, the marital home that you grew up in, all the things that I gave you, photo albums, things that Oma knitted for you or quilted for you, they were all left behind or thrown in the dumpster. And I took them out of the dumpster and cleaned them and put them in a box. So just so you know, at Oma's house right now, I have all your memories of the Gerstemeyer family. Oma Oda, myself, your mother, all the pictures of you as a child. I don't know why they were left behind. Maybe that's one question you should ask yourself. Why did I leave all these memories behind? That's a good thing to do, Dillon, is question everything. Investigate everything. Everything. Work, the people around you, friends, family, history. Know it all. Agencies, the system, the government. Learn it all. Question everything. Go by your gut feeling, your intuition. What else can I tell you, Dillon? Oh, I did hear that, you're going to therapy. All the kids are going to therapy because I was such a bad mom that I damaged you all and that I tortured you. And apparently you were tortured the most because it was 17 years that you and I had with each other. So, what do I want to say to that? Yes, I tortured you. I tortured you with love, Dillon, with love, with compassion, with kindness, with, I don't know what to say. I did everything that I believe was supposed to be the best way to raise you. And that was for you to figure out who you were. And for me, I'm just supposed to role model and give you experiences so you can pick and choose what you like and what you don't like. But if you're going to therapy, Dillon, I would question that. First of all, what I've learned after these 20 years of getting out of the chaos, once I've removed myself out of that narcissistic circle, my family, my friends, the neighbors, nobody supported my beliefs. And my beliefs were, not drinking and gambling and smoking dope and all that kind of stuff. I didn't want to be sitting at bars all day long or watching TV or gambling on a football game or something. That to me was a waste of life. TV is a waste of life. It is the way our government can indoctrinate you because you're missing out on nature and what's out there. I mean, look where I am. Look at this. Look at the background. I mean, mountains, volcanoes, beaches, palm trees, coconuts, go in the water and you can snorkel with the whales and snorkel with plenty of beautiful fish and untouched coral. It's just phenomenal. But what I learned, Dillon, and it took me, like I said, 20 years, is everyone that was around me was pushing me down. I believed in homeschooling. I had parents that were public school teachers and private school teachers. They were against the homeschooling. So I only did it for like 2 weeks with you guys in Connecticut. But you wanted to homeschool. You guys I wish I stuck with it. I wasn't strong enough to go against the norm and what everyone else was doing. I wanted to, but I got so much crap from everyone that I just gave up. But I wish I took you guys on a sailboat and sailed around the world, because you would have been more cultured. You would have known different languages. You would have had a lot of friends. Your experiences in life, you would know how to think, have cognitive thinking. You'd be able to troubleshoot. You'd have a whole completely different life, Dillon. But anyway, I tried teaching you the best that I could at home, and the people that were surrounding me were pushing me down and didn't believe in my, feeding my kids organic foods. I didn't believe in the doctors. I didn't believe in medicine and pharmaceuticals. I believed our Creator gave us the perfect vessel, the perfect human body that could fight off disease. Why do you need vaccines? You don't. I'm not going anywhere. So why do I need vaccines? Like, these were questions I always asked, and nobody would tell me the truth. So what I learned, Dillon, is not only was I being lied to by the person I fell in love with, your other parent, before you were even born, going into the engagement, going into the marriage, I was lied to, I was manipulated, I was controlled, and from there, after I left that little regime, I started realizing it wasn't only in my home that we were surrounded by darkness. We were surrounded by evil, that the government, the system, is controlling our thoughts, is indoctrinating us through video games, through television. Throw them all out. They're bad, bad, bad. The school, public schools, private schools, they have an agenda to teach you what the elite want you to know. I found out the English language isn't the English language. It's actually witchcraft. I could list a whole bunch of words, but I'm not going to go over all these, but the secret spells of the English language, it's right here. You could study the Chicago Styles Manual. You could study the Oxford Styles Manual on English. But to say hello, in reverse, that means oh hell. So every time you're saying hello, you're like, oh hell. To say good morning. Morning is the state you're in when you attend a wake. What is a wake? A wake is a funeral party for the dead. What are weekdays? You have to be in weekdays to earn a living. What does earn mean? Earn has different spellings, E-A-R-N or U-R-N. U-R-N is for the ashes of the dead. I won't go through all these. Parents. Parents is a good one. You know what it means? Pair rents. We rent our children. So here's the witchcraft. Here's the trickery that I've learned, and I've learned a lot. We don't own anything, Dillon, in this life. If you have a license, a driver's license, a marriage license, a passport, any of these items, a social security number, you don't own any property. You don't own your children. You have no rights. So I had to learn all of this. And I apologize again. I wasn't smart enough. I was very naive. I believed in what Oma Anoda told me. Just go to school, go to college, get a degree, get married, have kids, blah, blah, blah. That's what I was indoctrinated to do. When my heart was telling me not to go to college, to just go travel. And I wish I backpacked and just left. And even though I loved college, I feel like I wasted 4 years. Because what did I learn? I learned how to party. That was about it. But I did get really good friends out of college. Anyway, speaking of studying and college and fraternities and sororities, anything that is a secret or a secret society or a brotherhood, there's something wrong with that. There's good side and there's the evil side. There is the light side and there's one of the dark side. Look up what fraternity means. Fraternities are Freemasons. Your initiations for fraternities, it's basically getting you ready for the Freemason cult. initiation when they haze you or beat you into submission or beat you to obedience. That's wrong, Dillon. That's not a good thing. So these fraternities, they indoctrinate you at a young age, and they keep you drinking and doing drugs and doing things that aren't healthy for your mind, body, and soul, because they don't want you to have clarity. They want you to keep drinking and gambling and not seeing clearly, so you can't find out the truth about this world. I escaped the matrix the best that I could, and I had to put myself in the middle of the ocean. I stayed around you guys and took the abuse. Even though I was a mile down the road, I wasn't allowed to see you because you guys refused to see me. You would run away from me. Your behaviors were just like the other parents. He would hold his eyes, hold his ears if I talked, just bizarre behaviors. It's not normal to run from a parent. It's not normal to hate a parent. And it's not, hatred is a learned behavior. That was taught to you. You never hated me. You used to love me. I couldn't get you away from me, Dillon. If I went to go to the bathroom, I had to have you sitting on my lap. You would not leave my side. And I loved it. I loved every minute. The best job I had in my life was being a mom until it was taken from me. So, Dillon, I'm telling you these things. I haven't even touched half the things that I wanted to tell you. But if you're going to a therapist, you better start questioning things, because I was your parent for 17 years, right? I have no record of drinking and driving, doing drugs, being an alcoholic, in and out of rehab, any of that. Stealing, whatever. I had no record until the day I asked for separation. Then I became crazy, bipolar. They tried throwing me in a mental home. I was incarcerated for trespassing on my own property because I wanted to see my kids. You got to start questioning things. I'm trying to piece things together for you. The judges, the lawyers, the police officers, they're all Freemasons. They are not for the people. Anyone that intentionally harms one another or is paid off by someone is not a good person. Again, these are man-made laws here on earth. You have two fathers, your earthly father, and you have our Creator, Yeshua.